Come on in the room, hey. What's going on, y'all? What's going on, y'all? What's going on, y'all? Happy Monday. And I said, y'all, we just gonna ease on down the road to the Emerald City. I had went down to my closet. I had found this old piece of ashy ass blouse from Zara. But I said, I'm just gonna put her on because I normally couldn't wear green when we was doing the other situation because we had the green screen and it prevented me from wearing green. But this what I wanted to show y'all real quick. And I'm so mad because I didn't put my bottoms on and I didn't realize it was gonna show all of this. But come on, somebody. Now, see, if we had a second little piece of gas or we had somebody else here, they be sitting right there in the chair. Y'all see that? And I just be getting into all their business. So tell me, how were things when you first signed on to do this reality show? Did you really think that people would be telling your business like that? Y'all see we got it all going on. We down in Philadelphia tonight. The background is Philadelphia tonight. We in Philly. Y'all see us all running together? Yes, honey. Ain't no girl in this world pussy better than mine. We got it all going on down here to the Funky Dineva Studios, bitch. Okay. We ready for everything now. If you got guesses, we can accommodate guesses with dresses. Okay. Now, next time I decide to do the full show, I'm gonna put some shoes on and some bottoms on the mat. So we ain't gonna take this shot tonight. We just gonna be right here and right here. But I just wanted to show the girls they're done. They're done. Okay. And then last but not least, somebody said slow down the chat. That's right. Hold on. When it comes to the set, let me slow down the chat. Hold on. Let me slow down the chat. Let me slow down the chat real quick for the grass. And put the chat on 45 seconds. That's what I meant to do. Hold on, I could do it from right here. Then we gonna get the show started. Did y'all have a good weekend this weekend? Because I did. I had went down to Birmingham. Shouts out to Birmingham. Let me say this about Birmingham. And y'all sleep, like I said this earlier about where to find the good men. Y'all sleep on those little cities that are like 2 and 3 miles, 2 and 3 hours away from the big city. But I want to tell y'all something. Birmingham, Alabama got a food scene for y'all ass. Okay? Birmingham, Alabama, black food scene is a force to be reckoned with. All right, y'all, the chat is officially slowed down to 45 seconds. Birmingham food scene is a force to be reckoned with. Okay, there was something here. I just didn't know what that was. So I'm going to close that out. And I'm still here. And we still here. And let's have it all going on. Anywho, Birmingham food scene got it all going on. I had fun down to the Birmingham. Which camera I need to be looking at this way? I had fun down to the Birmingham. No, I need to be looking at this one. I had fun down to the Birmingham this weekend. It was amazing. I went to the Birmingham State Fair. That was fun. I went to Denim on 7. I went to Simone's. I went to Onyx. I went to the Granny's Fish and Grits. I was all around Birmingham having an amazing time with my man. And speaking of somebody who's having an amazing time with their man, Ascension Brown. Ascension Brown. I see Ascension Brown gonna try to go around all the proper correspondence. She tried to go around all the proper channels, and somehow or another, Ascension Brown got a hold of Miss Shelby and was like, I needed to wish a very special wedding anniversary to her parents, Kimberly and Maurice Brown, for their anniversary. Let me tell y'all something. They made it this far because when Maurice be fighting Kimberly, Kimberly don't be calling the police. When Kimberly be fighting Maurice, they don't be calling the police. And that's why they made it this long. So special shouts out to Kimberly and Maurice, Ascension Brown's parents, on your wedding anniversary. And the reason why I brought up these people calling the police is because I'm going to do this out of order, but it's the perfect segue. Officer Tommy Norman, he just fought his wife a little bit down to the chest, and now he retiring from the police force. Take a look.
Today's a difficult day for me. After 27 years, announcing my retirement from the North Little Rock Police Department, I feel like that I did not let the community down. I feel like that I did my part. I also feel that the badge did not instill love into me. I instilled love into the badge. I didn't always do it right. I made my mistakes, owned up to those mistakes. After what's transpired the last week in my personal life, I feel like that it's time for me to leave law enforcement and to serve my community in a different capacity. This is a very difficult decision. It's a decision that I made on my own.
Daughter, listen to me good, daughter. I'm talking to those out there that ain't afraid to be real. And I understand everybody husband ain't slapped the shit out of them and everybody don't fight their husband. But for the ones that do, y'all got to be careful when y'all get the law involved in y'all domestic disputes. Y'all have got to be careful when you get overly emotional in any capacity and you get the law involved in your personal and your domestic disputes. Because something that started out as maybe 20 minutes of them just being heated and emotions flying off the handle have turned into a significant pivot in their life. There is not a single fiber in my body that personally believes that Officer Norman was ready to retire or wanted to retire. Now, I don't have the behind the scenes information, but we have all watched enough Law and Order, and we have all followed enough news stories to know that the department and the county probably said what you did was a fireable offense, but because we care about you, we're going to still let you get your pension. Go ahead and retire. We'll let you save face and we'll let you go ahead and retire so you can still get your pension. Because in a lot of situations, people can oftentimes lose their pension behind things like this. And could you imagine working 27 years at a place and no longer being eligible for your pension? So I am glad that behind all of this foolishness, Officer Norman is allowed to go out and still, receive his benefits, so on and so forth. But this didn't have to be. This didn't have to be. Now, somebody is in the chat saying he had a health issue as well. I can't confirm or deny. Somebody says, Sweet 99 says, I wonder how his wife feels now. I wonder how the whole family feels now. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? We can't just beat up the wife because for all we know, he deserved it. I don't know. You know, we're all projecting and putting our own spin on it, and we're all, well, at the time I fought my boyfriend, I ain't really hit him. We don't know what happened. That man could have hauled off and punched that lady dead square her shit for all we know. We don't know. Now, we all speculate that it was just a little squabble between the two. And based on how she came back to the internet and told us that they fine and in love and leave them alone and get them privacy, it probably was just a little squabble that sometimes happens between people in relationships that has gone too far. And now you about to lose your job. Catch this dance. Officer Norman, we are going to miss you, and we're going to hold you to your word that you're going to come back and serve your community in another capacity. I hope it's in some type of nonprofit capacity or some type of whatever, but I hope your next move is your best move. I hope that it's lucrative, And I hope that you do very well financially, personally, and in the community, joining us in the private sector. Moving right along, guys. This green is hitting, y'all. This green is hitting. This green is hitting. I didn't know how that green was gonna do. This money green is hitting. I want to move on to the next story. And this next story is really finna make y'all laugh. Oh, speaking of laugh, perfect time for me to bring this up. Last week, I purposely did not do the story about the teenager found hung at Delta State University. I purposely did not do the story about the young lady that was found in the river in Houston. And I purposely did not pick any political corner stories that were going to require us to get into our racism bag or delve into their hatred and all of that type of stuff. And after the Charlie Kirk stuff, guys, I had an epiphany. And I said, number one, I don't like doing this shit. And number two, they don't like tuning in, having to hear that heavy shit. I'm not going to say that we're never going to do any heavy stories, but where my head is right now, I just ain't got time. Like, I enjoyed the fact that we had a good damn time last week laughing, and I'm starting to realize the responsibility of this platform that I carry. And I feel like a lot of people tune in to escape that BS out there in the world and escape what's going on in their life. And for at least 50 minutes, 60 minutes, people just want to have a good damn time. That's the energy that I was on last week, and that's kind of how I'm feeling now. So I'm not getting into the super, super heavy stuff, and I don't want anybody to think, oh, why isn't he talking about the deaths of these black people? And it's nothing like that. It's just, I don't want to get into the heavy stuff, at least for 50, 45, 30 minutes, however long I decide to do the show when I'm sober, because y'all know I got an addict problem. However long I decide to do the show, that we could just tune in and have a good damn time. Now, if it's something crazy like the Reverend Jesse Jackson, something bad happened to him by somebody, of course, we'll cover that. But these everyday bad stories about people being unalive, I'm going to try to leave some of that alone if y'all let me. I'm drinking Hennessy and Coke, and I had a little bit of Mika's treat. Y'all got to get y'all Mika's treats. It's so funny because everybody around me now talking about they do Mika's treats. Y'all don't forget Mika's Treats, LLC.com, and use promo code FUNKY2020 to get your treats. Anyway, let's get ready to laugh, y'all, about pretty privilege.
Pretty privilege is real. It is. I said the shit. It's real. I have seen people gravitate towards me and then all of a sudden like compliment me on my eyes, my skin color, my hair, whatever. Right? So it's real. People do actually, I guess treat me differently because of it. Now, because of it, the different treatment is not always good. Okay? Sometimes the treatment is negative and it's bad. So because of the color of my skin, because of the color of my eyes, because of my hair texture, I get hated on. So I'm going to need you people who hate on people who are pretty to at least take into consideration that we getting it out here. Like, we already getting it. We don't need it from you as well. Like, for real. Like, give us a break. I mean, be mad at moms and dad. Huh? We didn't do it. We didn't ask to be put here to look like this. Okay? Whatever we was mixed up with, it's here, and we didn't have anything to do with it. So, I was in a public...
I don't know this lady, and I think this lady means well, and I promise you, she honestly looks too sickly and too fragile for me to go in and let have on her. So I am going to spare her, but I will say this. This woman is reminiscent of the fact, and we all know it, especially those of us that grew up in black neighborhoods, of the light-skinned girl that thought she was all that just because she was light-skinned. And it, excuse me. And here's the thing. It's not her fault. It is not her fault that she's sitting in that car recording that video, coming to us with the level of delusion that she's coming at us at. Because for those of us who are darker skinned or lighter skinned or just black, period, we know that colorism is a real thing. And she probably has experienced some level of preferential treatment because she was light skinned. But daughter, I'm here to tell you it's not because you pretty. Sis, like it's the secondhand embarrassment that I feel for this lady. You probably experienced a certain level of preferential treatment because you were light skinned, but it's not because you were pretty. Like I said, I wasn't gonna go in on this lady, but you honestly look like you was one of those gremlin extras in the Lord of the Rings. You got eyes that are spread apart like a damn hammerhead shark. You got your around your mouth skin look like a coochie that's been ran through the boulevard for 70 doggone years. Is so droopy. It looked like a labia majora around your mouth. The skin is so wrinkled around your mouth. It looked like a big old hanging, saggy labia majora sitting on the side of your doggone face. You got the jawline of a jawbone that can do construction. You literally look like you could bite through steel rebarb, and you got the nerve to sit up here and try to make all of us feel away because you was trying to sit in that buy here, pay here car and dry brag. We pretty, we getting it from who? I honestly don't think that there is a person alive that's walking around that's envious of you. Maybe Charles and Miss Netta or Shamar or somebody who was in a portable class, but I honestly do not think that there is any self-respecting adult, white, black, or terracotta pot color, that's walking around somewhere like, oh, that girl is so pretty that I want to hate on her. I'm just not. Now, maybe, girl, if you want to email me at funky.neva@funky.neva.com and send us some pictures before your skin fell and send us some pictures before your eyes drifted from the middle of your forehead and before your lower mandible started to push out even further in this direction, if you would like to send us some pictures before you went into a cocoon and metamorphosized like a caterpillar, unfortunately not into a butterfly, but into a groundhog, then maybe we could revisit this conversation. But ma'am, don't you ever get your ass, your black ass, your red ass, your high yellow ass, your pretty ugly ass on these people internet trying to dry bread talking about you pretty and you catching it. Catching what? And from who? Better catch a cab, get on the bus. I ain't got no time talking all that fuss, girl. And you did that to yourself, lady. We didn't even know you. We didn't come on your page starting with you. We didn't start picking on you. You put it out there for the world to critique, and you said you was getting it. And please, by no, I mean, maybe your delusions will allow you to file me in the category of hating on you because you pretty. But I'm here to let you know that I'm not hating on you because I'm dark skinned. I'm not hating on you because I want to be a woman. I'm not hating on you because I'm ugly. I'm not hating on you because I'm just insecure and I wish I looked like you, because none of that is the truth. And we're going to move right along. So, y'all, Charlie Kirk, y'all remember the Sinclair group promised that they would be playing Charlie Kirk tribute during Steve Harvey, and but Steve Harvey played instead. Now, guys, let me tell you guys what the Sinclair group is really quickly, because some of you guys may not understand how this ties into ABC. So all these local ABC, CBS, NBC stations in different cities, they're not all owned by ABC corporate. Many of them are owned by personal, small people, small companies, or group. So Sinclair Group is a group that owns a bunch of O&Os, owner-operated stations. Sinclair Group, I don't know how many they own, but let's just say, because they had so much skin in the game, let's just say, I'm just throwing this out there, let's just say they own 50% of ABC stations nationwide. That is probably why their voice was so loud and saying, we're pulling it from our channels or whatever case. What are y'all going to do? Nevertheless, Sinclair tried to pull that BS. Obviously, somebody over at Sinclair feelings got hurt when it came down to Jimmy Kimmel. But the people have spoken. I'm going to tell y'all this about Jimmy Kimmel. I never once thought he was gone for long. I never once thought he was going to be gone for long for several reasons, but I want to save that commentary for that story. But really quickly, they promised them doggone people it would be the Charlie Kirk tribute, and they played Steve Harvey instead. And I'm here to tell y'all, honestly and truthfully, I think after...
I really think we weren't going to talk about it?
I think in about 2 months from now, Charlie Kirk ain't even going to be a thing no more. And I hate to say this, but his wife going around with all her veiled threats. Ladies, I mean no offense when I say this to y'all. Ladies are the funky bunch. Please don't get offended. But here's what I got to say to Charlie Kirk's wife. You're a woman, all right? You're a woman. And those white Christian nationals and those far right-leaning Republicans, they have already let it be known how they feel about women, how they feel about women in power, and just how far they're going to let you go. If you think one time that you're about to take the torch and keep going around the world, girl, you're a woman. You're a woman. And quiet as it's kept, after they get through pimping your ass for sympathy tears for Charlie Kirk, you might as well be black. Okay? You might as well be black. Because the more and more that I'm doing research about the way things roll in y'all's world, they don't treat y'all much better. They don't treat y'all much better. You might as well be black. Hell, at least if you was black, you'd have a little piece of backbone and be able to do a little better in your house and fight back against your damn husband when they be in there whooping y'all ass in the name of the Lord. You was a woman, girl. Them people ain't finna take you serious. Them people are not finna take you serious. They are only gonna go so far with you. Never the case, maybe let's hear what Whoopi Goldberg had to say, because The View came under a lot of scrutiny when people were like, I know The View is not going to talk about Jimmy Kimmel. They're an ABC station. I know they're not going to not talk about it. Here's what Whoopi had to say.
I really think we weren't going to talk about Jimmy Kimmel? I mean, have you watched the show over the last 29 seasons? So you know, no one silences us. And to all my friends in Italy who reached out, you have to know, it's okay, we're still here, we're still broadcasting. And when the news broke last week about Jimmy Kimmel's suspension, we took a breath to see if Jimmy was going to say anything about it first. We did the same thing with Stephen Colbert. Then our show was on tape on Friday. But we are live here today, and we're getting into it now. Okay? Because to be clear, you cannot like a show. Now, I want to make sure I got this right. To be clear, you cannot like a show and it can go off the air. Mm-hmm. Someone can say something they shouldn't and get taken off the air, but the government cannot apply pressure to force someone to be silenced. And you may be surprised to see who agrees with us at this table, because it blew us away. Take a look.
Do you believe that Brendan Carr's comments were appropriate?
Absolutely inappropriate. The government's got no business in it, and the FCC was wrong to weigh in, and I'll fight any attempt by the government to get involved with speech. I will fight.
We are quickly turning into a banana republic. The President of the United States is now employing the full power of the federal government, the FCC, the Department of Justice, in order to punish, lock up, take down off the air all of his political enemies. I think what Brendan Carr has done at the FCC is illegal and unconstitutional.
He says, we can do this the easy way, or we can do this the hard way.
Yeah.
And I got to say, that's right out of Goodfellas. That's right out of a mafioso coming into a bar going, nice bar you have here. It'd be a shame if something happened to it. I like.
Nevertheless, guys, I think the general sentiment, the general concern from everybody is, wait a minute now, we're going down a treacherous road with this whole freedom of speech thing. I am so glad that Jimmy Kimmel and ABC and Disney and all of them did the right thing. Now, what I'm hoping is that when Jimmy Kimmel does return back to the air, that he don't have to come on and kiss the ring or do any level of backpedaling and pussy popping. And I do hope that they write the jokes down to the ground about the Trump administration. Like that, in all honesty, that is the only way that we are going to feel whole as a customer base, is if he comes back and be like F the government, F the police. He needs to have NWA on the show, because if not, Disney, ABC, we're still gonna be looking at y'all side-eyed. Like the only reason that y'all did this is because y'all was losing so much money and we applied so much pressure. But praise the Lord, Jimmy Kimmel will be back based off after his Charlie Kirk announcements. He'll be back tomorrow, guys. And I hope he gives a monologue down to the ground, because he didn't do anything wrong. Jimmy Kimmel was very careful in his words, and in all actuality, he didn't even say anything about doggone Charlie Kirk. He spoke about the doggone government. We'll just have to sit back and see, but we do know that Jimmy Kimmel is probably going to have some of the highest ratings that he's ever had tomorrow, because both the good guys and the bad guys will be tuning in. And remember Donald Trump talking about, oh, it's not because of the government, it's because of the poor ratings. Jimmy ain't got no poor ratings. And we're definitely going to see what's going on tomorrow. Anyway, for those of y'all who love stealing, you got to be careful when you go in there and stealing people's stuff. Before y'all go stealing, y'all need to understand what the threshold is for it to be a felony or for it to be just a little piece of misdemeanor. And Miss Girl and her friend or her mammy went down there and went shoplifting. And after they was thrown in the back of the paddy wagon, they was trying to negotiate with the people, talking about the merchandise was 40 and 50% off, trying to get the threshold brought down so they wouldn't catch no felony. Take a look.
Said that as long as it was under 500, you get something about the citation.
And it's not under 500. I got the receipt right here.
A lot of stuff 40 and 50% off. They add that.
You don't get discounts when you steal stuff. You get it at the market price.
All right.
Yeah, you don't get discounts when you steal stuff.
Miss Girl said that stuff was at 40 and 50%. Is you gonna get that off? Girl, if it's at 40 and 50%, then why is you doggone stealing it? That's what the people want to know. If it is at 40 and 50%, why is you stealing them people's stuff? Girl, let me check something here real quick. That's what the people want to know. If it is at 40 and 50%, why is y'all in there stealing them people's stuff? But it's hilarious. Let me tell you something. If I was in trouble, I'd be trying to figure out every which way to get out of that situation too. Miss Girl said, that stuff was at 40 and 50% off. Can they take that off? That man said, baby, you can't get that off when you down there stealing. Y'all have got to be careful. So make sure before y'all go steal, y'all steal under $500. Now, I'm going to be honest with y'all. As expensive as clothes and stuff is, you would think that the threshold for stealing would be much higher. Because when you put the word grand theft in front of something, it makes it sound like you stole something grand. I'm not going to lie. I think Maxine Waters and Jasmine Crockett, they should move grand theft up to at least $800 or better. It ain't hard to get the $500 threshold. I got a question. How many of y'all in the chat ever went to jail for stealing? Put me in the chat. I'm trying to see something. How many of y'all ever went to jail for stealing? What did you steal? How long did you go? Whatever information that y'all want to give us. Y'all, I only stole out the store. One time, I was in high school. I stole a pair of Jabot jeans. And this is how you know I wasn't good at it. They had the sensor wrapped up in the cuff of the doggone jeans. And when I walked out the door, that thing went off. But the girl that was working there, she was a student and she was scared too. So I just ran to my car. I ain't never stole nothing out no mall again. Let me see. It's a couple people said, some people said, never, not me, girl. Hell no, y'all going to jail, not me. I know we got some thieves and some retired boosters in the thing. Me, some Anthony James said detained. Me, Unique Miles said it's 950 in Cali. Never. I ain't never been to jail. Me, ooh, y'all better hide y'all pocketbooks, honey. Y'all better hide y'all pocketbooks. It's a whole bunch of thieving ass hoes down in the funky bunch. Vanessa Harper said she didn't go to jail. Sean, everything said me, girl, some socks, girl. You dumb as hell if you got arrested or went to jail. Now here go the real people right here. Tamara Grice said she went down for check fraud. I know that's right, girl. Get me a TV while you down there. Girl, come on now. Where all my check writers at? If you was one of the girls that wrote bad checks back in the day, either on purpose or by accident, put checks in the chat. I'm trying to see something. Where my 90s check writers at? Where is my 90s check writers at? I want to know where all the check writers is at. Please put check in the chat if you was down there to the thing writing checks. And speaking of somebody who was not going to get no check no more, the state of Georgia, guys, because Marvel Studios is pulling out of Georgia as jobs in production head overseas. So reports are confirming that Marvel Studios is moving away from Georgia for more international filming, with the UK becoming a top choice. The decision comes as cost of filming rises and studios find more favorable conditions ahead. At its peak, Georgia's entertainment industry supported close to 20,000 jobs ranging from behind-the-scenes crew to businesses that cater to productions. While Marvel itself didn't employ all those people, its exit signals a major slowdown that could deeply affect the state's economy. And listen, I have a lot of friends that are directly impacted by this. The film industry, I'm not sure if whatever the tax incentives were that the state of Georgia was offering to lure all of those people here, if they've expired or if just other people are giving better incentives. But so much of what Atlanta has become and Georgia has become right now has been as a result of this film production situation. And I would find it very jacked up if the state of Georgia does not find a way to retain the people that are already here. It is easier to retain a customer than to attract a new one. Tyler Perry was already going to build that second big studio situation or whatever, and he completely pulled the plug on that when we saw the downturn in production quite some time ago. Now with Marvel leaving and with the big news that's going to create, that's going to send the message to other producers and networks and movie houses. Georgia's no longer the it place. Brian Kemp, those of y'all in charge, y'all better do whatever is necessary to get them people back here, attract their ass here, and keep Atlanta popping for what it's popping for. April, get ready, because I'm gonna do one more story that I'm gonna bring you on next, April. Y'all, I'm gonna tell y'all something that is so doggone funny to me, and that's this Cardi B. Now the girls want to talk about Cardi B, and the girls want to talk about Stephon Digs, and the girls want to talk about how could she go get pregnant from this dude. And let me tell you what Cardi said, and the way she's making fun of it is so hilarious to me. Take a look.
Hello, Barbara. This is Shirley. Yeah, baby. Hi. Yeah, that's your baby daddy, bitch. That's my baby daddy too, girl. Well, what now? I don't fucking know. We'll figure it out, bitch.
Listen, Cardi say, don't call her phone with that bullshit. Cardi said, do not call her phone with that bullshit. She said, that's your baby daddy, and it's my baby daddy too, girl. So what we gonna do? Well, girl, she said we gonna figure it out. Let me tell you something. Me and one of my homegirls just had a cute conversation about, bitch, the conversation was called I Ain't Going Nowhere. And it's so fitting for when your man got a whole bunch of stuff going on, but you have already decided, but bitch, I'm not going nowhere. So me, you, and her finna have to figure it out. And that's what Cardi said. Oh, well, bitch. It's y'all baby daddy and it's mine too. And I love what she said, because she said, because if y'all think one time that you finna upset me or try to start beef or try to embarrass me or try to extort me, girl, it's your baby daddy and it's my baby daddy too. We just gonna have to figure it damn out. Now, it is hilarious how some of these girls, we instantly think people come into a lot of money and we instantly think that they should magically just be these Lisa Vanderpumps of the world and automatically become classy. But if I'm being perfectly honest, guys, money just exacerbates what's there, and people really don't change that much. Once people become adults, they really don't change that much. Y'all is not finna sit up here and pretend like Cardi B's response was not on brand and was not spot on for where she comes from, because that's just the way it would have been in the Bronx, baby. Had she ended up with a big time dope boy, oh well, girl, that's your baby daddy and it's my baby daddy too. What is we finna do? Because I'm having fun with this man and I'm not going nowhere. And while I'm not giving Cardi or anybody license to be reckless, there is a certain amount of recklessness that money can fix. And while I love the fact that Cardi B said on her interviews that she does raise her children and take care of her children and get up early in the morning with her children, if she don't want to, she don't have to. She's got her mom, she's got her sister, and then she's got the money to hire enough nannies to work 3 different shifts a day to take care of them doggone kids. Money makes things easier. Yeah, when you got a whole lot of money, you can go around having a little more kids, a little more haphazardly than everybody. Now, money is not going to keep them sane and keep them whole. But listen, them rich people, those are real rich people problems. Now, the only thing I hope that doesn't happen with Cardi B is that this boy put 2 and 3 kids with her. He get hurt in that NFL. His money ain't always guaranteed. He blow through her money and end up bringing her down and using her for another couple years. Let's just hope that don't happen. Snatching her edges out, snatching the little kids' edges out. And speaking of little kid edges, April, turn your camera on. Speaking of little kids' edges, y'all know we gotta make good because we had a show last week, and the sound was messed up. Everything was messed up. April, do me one favor. Just say hello so I can make sure the sound works.
Hello, everyone.
And I hear you just fine, my love. Everybody, we got April Showers on the line from Afro Unicorn. And when I tell y'all, this is why I didn't want to just push through the show last week and why we had to do this thing right. Because we have people who sell products, we have people who have brands, and then we have people who have brands, okay? And April, guys, she's got a brand, and the reason why this is super, 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 super duper important, especially coming off of what we were talking about with Disney, censorship, sales being down with Disney, people boycotting Disney. April's going to talk more about it, but she is the first woman or black woman?
We could say black woman, but
okay.
It is a man's world.
It's a man's world. April, she may be the first woman, but definitely the first black woman to have her own licensed character, the same way Mickey Mouse and Donald Duck and all of these things are licensed entities of Disney. First black woman to have her own licensed character in retail on the shelves. Everybody, y'all give a warm welcome to our girl, April Showers from Afro Unicorn and Afro Unicorn Hair Care. April, what's going on, girl?
Thank you, Q. Before we even get started, I have to give you your flowers. We don't know each other. We haven't met, but you don't get to know me. But you have been in my house and in my life for a good 14 plus years. Whenever you started, whenever I'm sad, whenever I'm going through anything, I can go back to that Lauryn Hill video and get my entire life back.
I love it.
I appreciate all that you do for us. I thank you for keeping us lighthearted, keeping us laughing, and exactly what you said. Like, that's what this show is for. And I just thank you. I thank you for being
April. I love it. I love it. And I thank you for the love and support and for rocking with me. So, April, tell these people who the hell you is and why you are on our line.
Okay. So I am, like you said, I'm the first black woman to have a fully licensed character brand in major retail, which is called Afro Unicorn. And yes, I posted today on my page that if y'all gonna boycott Disney, then we need to be supporting and shopping Afro Unicorn and other brands alike. Getting into this journey was not easy, y'all. Like, I'm the first black person, woman, to do this. And I have created a line, not just for children, but also for us, like in general. Afro Unicorn started off as a movement, first and foremost, to help empower other entrepreneurs. That is exactly why it started. And then it just gravitated to Walmart reaching out to me, CVS reaching out to me, Target reaching out to me to create more products for their stores. And so, yeah, I have this beautiful line called Afro Unicorn. And I need y'all support because I always say I'm the first, but I don't want to be the last.
So April, what we hearing is you rich. I'm hearing warehouses. I'm hearing purchase orders. I'm hearing you rich, girl. Go ahead, Miss April. Get it, girl. Get it, girl. So tell us about, we are so proud of you, April. And this is such a major accomplishment. And I love when I watched the video of you earlier that you posted on your page, how you repeated it here, you are really big on saying you may be the first, but you're not wanting to be the last, and you're wanting to help other black females in particular, get into this space and get things licensed. And I want to applaud you for that, because if you keep that mindset, April, you're going to continue to get richer and richer and richer and more richer, because God like when we give back. Let's talk about Afro Unicorn and who she is for, because I think it's a lot of people in the funky bunch that got bald-headed little girls running around or whatever case may be. And for some reason, I think the Afro Unicorn, they need some magic on some of these little girls that's running around. And I think Afro Unicorn just might be the brand for them. Tell us about Afro Unicorn.
Okay, so what you're holding there is our Magical Tresses line. So I have a hair care line, which is the #1 Black-owned selling hair care line for textured for children.
Wow,
Magical
congratulations.
Tresses. Thank you. You can find it at your major retailers and your beauty supply stores now. So we are cross country now, hopefully in all beauty supply stores, but this is the Bye Bye Dry Oil Serum. And yes, this can help. I'm not about to talk about nobody kids. But y'all heard what you said. This will help. My son just went on his natural hair journey, and his hair is about 3 inches, and he just started about a month and a half ago. So this is good. And then we have our edges and more. And you can find this on the AfroUnicornHairCare.com, and the promo code there is Funky25. Funky25 to get 25% off. But then there's also like curl cream too. Q, did you smell the product?
No, but I can smell it right
Smell
here,
it.
baby. Let me smell it right here, live and in color for the people. Oh my God, it smells like Kool-Aid. It smells like candy. It smells like Kool-Aid. It smells like a frozen cup, y'all. That's what it smells. It smells like a Kool-Aid frozen cup from the Candy Lady house. Smells really good.
Thank you. So I have the two websites, AfroUnicornHairCare.com, and then Afro Unicorn is where you can find all the merch. And I went ahead and made it easy for you all. I curated on the homepage the Funky Bunch collection. So there's my top picks that are in there. You can use the code for the entire website, but my top picks, we have the plush, I have like a throw in there. And then we're talking about hair too. So I offer a lot of hair accessories. So you'll see a big old bundle in there.
I love
that
it.
has all of the things. I say the Afro Unicorn is a modern day Hello Kitty. So if y'all know Hello Kitty, we went to get all the things. That is what Afro Unicorn is. So you can find all of this, and you even got a bonnet on the website. Everyone who buys something from my website today or whenever you see it this week, I will also send them a signed copy. I'm a published author with Random House and Andrews McMill. I have 8 books total.
Oh, wow.
So this book is the most magical time of the year. Everyone will get a free book, and I will sign it with every single order.
Come on, guys. Now, y'all can't beat it. Now, come on, y'all. Now, that's Black-owned business, giving back. Afro Unicorn hair products for all the little bald-headed, little badass little girls in your life that need some Afro Unicorn, and even the nice little girls. But y'all, come on now, get a book. And I always love and give flowers. The people that are coming on the show are progressively raising the bar when it comes to business. And she said she took the initiative and was proactive enough to create a bundle specifically for us. So y'all ain't got to do all that looking around and scraping around. April says she gonna put it, this what I recommend for the Funky Bunch, because she know what y'all got going on. She know how y'all little girls look. She seen them little Facebook pages of y'all little bald-headed little girls. She know what they need. I'm just playing. They still bald-headed, but hey, nevertheless, I love April. What else you got over there? Is there anything over there for the grown bald-headed people?
Yeah, so I am Divine Nine, and it is the 22nd day. So shout out to all the women of Sigma Gamma Rho. Thank you for making me an honorary last year.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to y'all. So y'all see the colors, I'm rocking them. But if y'all are in the Divine Nine, I have other colors on there. They're also included in here. They're all adult shirts. I have a slogan that I say, all gas, no brakes. All
Mm-hmm.
gas, no brakes for me means if you see a brick wall, you got to go through it. When I launched
Mm-hmm.
Afro Unicorn, I launched it with my son in the hospital. We were in the hospital for 20 days. When he got out of the hospital, my favorite uncle died of a massive heart attack like the very next day. 17 hours later, his eldest brother, my oldest uncle, died of pneumonia. I flew to Louisiana to have a double casket funeral. I knew it would break my grandmother's heart. It did. 6 months later, she passed away. 30 days, we were in a global pandemic. And through all of that, I kept saying, all gas, no brakes,
Mm-hmm.
because clearly, if life is coming at me this hard, it must be something on the other
On the other
side.
side.
I'll see all the stuff that was on the other side.
Mm-hmm.
So, my all gas, no brakes for men and women, that is available on in y'all collection as well.
I love it. And shouts out to all the Sigma Gamma Rose in the chat. April, before we get up out of here, tell these people all places they can find you on social media. And then you've got the floor to say anything you would like to say in closing.
Okay. Yes, you all can find me at Got April Showers. That's my personal page. And then Afro Unicorn _ official for the Instagram page. I also have a YouTube channel where I do this segment called CEO Confessions and Lessons. I believe in not coming on this internet painting like everything is perfect.
Mm-hmm.
So I give y'all the nitty gritty. I tell y'all all the mistakes I made, mixing business with pleasure. Don't do it. I did it. Got messed up. But I really give y'all the real to
Mm-hmm.
what goes behind on a personal level. Keep following me because I offer free resources on my website. I am April Showers TV. I am aprilshowers.com, where I give you videos, resource guides, all of that about business and about doing whatever it is that you love. And I also give you tips on licensing as well. And again,
Mm-hmm.
it's all for free. Only thing I really do charge for is my Manifest Magic Retreat because I
Mm-hmm.
don't coach because most of y'all not gonna do what I ask y'all to do, and it pisses me off, just to be honest. When
Mm-hmm.
I spend my time telling y'all to do A, B, C, and D, and then I check it and y'all not doing it. So I don't coach. If y'all want to see me, y'all come to the retreat and we
Mm-hmm.
kick it. And from kicking it, you gonna
Right.
learn something.
Right. And you do with it whatever the hell you want to do with it, bitch. Make it enough. Okay. April Showers, everybody. I love it. I love it. I love it, April. And I just want to say this out loud because I'm a man of my word. Again, I want to apologize to you for the technical difficulties that we had last week. I want you to send me some more products so I can put up here and display on my shelves free of charge for you. And then also, whenever you're ready, if you want to use it next week, whenever you're ready to come back on the show, from me to you, free of charge, because I want to make good for what happened. You just let Miss Shelby know, and we will pencil you in, April.
Thank you. All right.
You are so
Bye.
welcome. You are so welcome. Thank you so much, April.
Keep
April
being
Showers,
you.
everybody. Y'all, I am loving this. Ooh, bitch, I'm loving this motherfucking green, bitch. Bitch, I got this. What was said? What they said about Funky Dineva? I'ma just tell y'all something, okay? Y'all know that, like, I'm not arguing with nobody who can't stream in 4K, right? Like, y'all know I'm like never going back and forth with nobody who ain't got no TV grade set. Like, we're just not the same. We're just not the same. So y'all, it's very common to see dogs bark at the moon, but did you ever see the moon bark back? I'm the moon. Nevertheless, sitting up here on my high horse, honey, I'm down to the Emerald City, bitch. Okay, can't no bitch who ain't got no set and scream in 4K with multiple cameras say anything. Which camera would you like me to give you a response out of? Which microphone? Which screen? Which light? Like, bruh. I'm so proud of me. Somebody said, here we go. Here we go. Where we going, bitch? WK, where we going? Ooh, You so low down. Who said that? Somebody say you gonna have to get some 4K audio to match. Not too much, bitch. I'm doing the best I can with the little bit that I got. I'm doing the best I can with the little bit. Now you just had to ruin my whole moment. I was just trying to fill my beats real quick, just as a nice little buffer. I was trying to fill my beats, and you had to come run the whole. We finna get. These poles in the fucky bunch will humble you in a heartbeat. Miss Mama said, now you got to get the 4K sound to match it. Ooh, bitch, you low down. Moderators in the chat, please find whoever the hell that was and block their ass, okay? Whoever the hell said that, block their ass down to the ground. I'm just playing. Don't block them. Nevertheless, guys, let's move right along to Adrien Broner, y'all. Adrien Broner had done went down to the bar, bitch. But he ain't had no money to pay his tab like Miss Kenny ass be doing. Take a look.
We can do a party for free, cool.
But how is he gonna get this money though?
He gonna get it back, man. Can we do a party or something?
Why am I bleeding, bro?
No, because we got to square this up tonight.
Y'all taking me away.
Bro, I know you.
AB, you don't want, bro.
You're not from there, do that.
You ain't worth going to jail, bro.
I know you can't.
I ain't did nothing.
But you really want this
get your money.
I don't know what's
tomorrow.
going on.
Did y'all order anything for me?
Yeah, bro. When Earth we go. Yeah.
Hey, yo. Pay for this. I'll see you tomorrow.
I'm right here at the front door. Yeah,
He didn't even make that today.
Bro, I don't have that, bro. What are you talking about, bro? You AB, bro.
Yeah, that's what he makes in 2 weeks, bro.
Right, he didn't make that in one night.
Whenever y'all ready.
I'm gonna stop the video. This is what happened when you become a loser and when you got a bunch of losers around you. First question that I have, it's very evident that boy is drunk, high, or whatever the case may be. All the homeboys around him that's vouching for him, like, oh, this AB, he make that in 2 weeks. Why y'all didn't pay it? Why y'all didn't? Okay, let me back up. Let me back up, because this is Adrien Broner, the boxer, for those of you guys are saying, who is he? Big time boxer, and it's giving ain't got no money. It's giving drug problem. He recently got escorted up off of Cameron and Mace's show for being disrespectful to one of the females who was on the show, constantly hitting on her and doting on her physical attributes while her boyfriend was in the place. Now this, set up, he's like, oh, they told us to come through. For those of you guys who don't understand it, they were saying a lot of other places tell them to come through and party for free, which under certain circumstances, there is some value to being able to take a picture and saying, Adrien Broner them, be up here at our place. They came into these people's place from what I've been able to deduce watching this and thought that they were going to be able to eat and drink them people's stuff for free. The sad part is not that they thought that they could eat and drink them people's shit for free or that they even wanted to eat and drink them people's shit for free. The sad part is when security stopped them at the door, that between the group of them that nobody could cover that tab. That's the sad part. That's the saddest part. That between all of that, nobody could cover that doggone tab, and y'all supposed to be his boys. Y'all done sat up and ate and drank the shit with him. And none of y'all could have said, okay, B, I got 5. You got 5. Hey, B, how much you got in your account? So y'all know how we did the conversation last week, and I said y'all need to date where y'all work at. Y'all also need to hang out where y'all work at. Y'all need to hang out with friends where y'all work at, because there just would be no world. And I don't even have a bunch of highfalutin friends. I have 9-to-5 friends. I have school teacher friends. There's just no world where we would have been out and they would have fronted me about paying the bill and nobody with me would have been like, well, Q, how much is it? Here's my card. We'll worry about it later. We so classy based, bitch. Y'all would never get the satisfaction of embarrassing my ass in front of no goddamn restaurant like that. I don't give a damn if it was my friend bill and I only had 1 shrimp scampi. I'm going to pay it because y'all not finna pull out no phones and embarrass me down to the front exit of nobody damn restaurant over no tab for no food. That's number 1. Number 2, the second thing I'm not about to do in this big grown 42-year-old ass life is go back and forth with no bitch about no tab over no food. Do you know how po-mouth that shit is? Do you know how horrible that look? And how we gonna pay you tomorrow? No. Third thing, you know he ain't got no money because in this day and time, everybody got at least one account that's hooked up to something electronic. Whether it's hooked up to Zelle, PayPal, Cash App, Apple Pay, everybody, I don't give a damn who you are, has at least one method of paying something electronically. And like I said, the most embarrassing thing was not even the fact that AB didn't have it. It was the homeboys around him. He this, he that. Well, if he this and he that, and he made that in 2 weeks, why he ain't got 2 weeks worth of money in his pocket? Or why won't one of y'all front it and then just y'all get y'all money back from him tomorrow? This is sad. This is very, 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 very sad. Oh, y'all, that's our last story. We ain't got no more stories. Oh, man, I was ready to talk some more. I timed this just right. We down to the 8:57. I'm finna call Pretty Place and see if we gonna get something to eat. Somebody said, did I talk about Kelly Price tonight? Shantae. No, I did not. I get on Kelly Price tomorrow. Nevertheless, I'm finna get on up out of here and go get me something to eat. I enjoyed y'all. Welcome back. Welcome back. I hope y'all had a good time. And y'all don't forget to get y'all Afro Unicorn. Our girl April Showers came on here and did the damn thing. The promo code and the website will live in the description box of this video forever. And that is that on that. I'm finna go eat something real good. Somebody, Tammy Nicole said no, another story. I wanted to. I thought I had one queued up. I ain't got no more stories in the thing. Nevertheless, somebody said call Quan. I'm gonna bring that segment back, calling random people or whatever. And they got a lot of shit going on. Nevertheless, I'm finna get up off the line and go get something to eat. I enjoyed y'all. And we'll talk later tomorrow. Bye.